defrauding by false pretenses, no, I think our laws no up to 25 years. It means that you can be sentenced from between 10 years, between 10 to 25 years. If my many lawyer for Phyllis say, oh, sentence you're too harsh, the law gives them the opportunity to appeal in the High Court, to appeal the judgment and the sentencing. Even the appellate court cannot say so they back 9 years and 5 years, because once you are found guilty, it must be between 10 to 25. It will even occur appeal crapper. The least the court, the appellate court can do is to reduce it to 10. It can't go beyond 10.
Mamnetina can man all of a sudden or picking the phone or the carrying us on. Action who free police car no. As when you call, but then you call because police car no one or the call phone no send bottom.
Abusuya eye reverend bempah translator eye lawyer Daniel Amankwa akyere nsemu e dia fa Agradaa 15 years jail sentence e de man no cause na ebinum e kase the sentence and answer judgment no and answer eye infine de Agradaa no was too harsh na ebinum kura e expect say oh ya man wa bia be enfie miensa enan bi akosoro kura eye enum bi na eye lawyer Daniel Amankwa akyere nsemu adekonti e Agradaa 15 years concerning eye cases yede ebo Agradaa na se kwadu yede bo no ewo court kwadu no na eye mako edum ema mienu efirimu ema no ekoka miensa na miensa no emu mienu bi ewo mu na kire se abusua ono no se udi for ewo kwadu no mu ba akokora no emfie yese yede ma no eye 10 to 25 years na kire se enei kwadu miensa judge no etras egitum sa Agradaa di for ho no emu ba akokora de acha wokora no eye 10 to 15 years na abusua wo kire nsemu edi nkomo ekwatire ye pa na abusua owie no na o se Agradaa edo yes betima koye appeal ewo eye high court na appeal no ejina baabi mienu omo betimi akoye appeal on the judgment and a two appeal on the sentence no so abusua mu nkiremu enie appeal on the judgment no and say e bia judgment no eye court no e de bae no omo anyi ntum ono no eye otemafo obetena asem no so betima hwe maka se oh evidence kura na e wa asem no ho kura no esese ye de Agradaa tum anase eni kwan se ye de Agradaa tum and the appeal on the sentence no so eye mfie ye twaye e de Agradaa no enti ono kura no se Agradaa e lawyers kura no ekoye appeal wo ho Omati mfie no so de abakura no eye 10 years entimi mba below 9 cause sa enfomso no anase sa kwadu no se wudi for ewo ho medical ka kire se emfie a obekokura no eye 10 to 25 years enti judge no kura abatena asem so biem no on the appeal no practice kura no eye ada se 10 years 11 12 13 anase 14 entimi mba below 10 na abusua owie no ena yeso afọ kwame amosusu edi bi kan wo se ekwan ya na eye Asiamah animu ando de grant interview no abusua bodi nkomo edi afam ye wi a ye beji onusumu nchirim aha AHINTASEM TV subscribe like and share the comments so na fam ye tie lawyer Daniel Amankwa emra
and then never be akoso okota to some of us na say to bibira e hwe ye tie ye na say na first time wo mo eti bibisa first of all court asemu a eba ye say court atwentwan asem di ni so ene ni na ne say evangelist mama part enkoye pregnancy test now na ebi say ono na say oye pregnant onyam ena court say yenko na yenko authenticate it is alleged say on kasa 2 legal Brenis ibi mom yehu say da bio say enyo no kra na ka ya kra no a eye legal procedure say e be convict oba bi into prison custody e was say ye no pregnancy test lawyers are na tia chire ye mu wo dey assuming without admitting say enyo no kra na ka so onyim na court say onkoye why must oba o court a wogina asem dia no e be ye pregnancy test patch even free ho.
Okay. but you may say any Madam Monsieur for you so. And okay, send your kind of son, I'm Mr. Martino, and I'm in from him. It's on internet everywhere. Say, evangelist Mama Pat caught a conviction, a sentencing. Na and the question say, yet say ye pregnancy test. Na imremuno say ye convict you be not usually your bar. Na the law requires say you bet running a test on her to confirm whether she is pregnant. Now the reason I said court confirm whether she is pregnant, no, I said court take it into consideration circumstances before she passes a sentence. For instance, say obanyema. I mean, it means say ohia medical care. There could be complications with the pregnancy. Now, the reason for the sentence, no, is to serve punishment for bonibi awaye. Now, it is not to punish akolana ye babe wono no. The court must take into consideration the circumstances of oba krona ye be sentencing on ansana or passing a sentence. Into the Japan says or court nanka on yem cra that na obvious crapa.
Hello. 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 Hello, lawyer. All right, so you're trying to connect it. So we have had an interruption in the line. And now, Obi was here, friend, or this year back, we see Agyapong Prempe. So you guys, are you a church or a comfort? Yeah, you only know what's a poor. Wait, Jimmy Power, Munyansa. But young question, no, baby, so you guys, are you a church or a comfort? Are you a church? Are you a church? So now, police will be Kofi time and say, are you a good thing? Jimmy for Obrofo Samson yet to say, wow. Ya trust Benyan lawyer Daniel Kwame Amankwa Manisona, Yanina Twaso. Now yaje a legal education kakra. And now favor the for the abonsi they are market women. Because your question we meet an anya day. Therefore, Umbra, what's say power? What who say Moria at the Asiso? When you penny bread, ya say ya, can conquer their workan. Oba ye the force are go on your bottle don't come in town. And about you are by Rafina, yes, in Senate. Monkey and Babechi account. Jimmy for. The best with him will be our not Mubisa.
Nyatmayo mama.
Who feel
Sakwa we or Casanco for no one. Mameno a day before.
I wouldn't know.
There be saying Quebec Casanco a day before na Mameno. Ebedi papa tem ewo e kwa bisono. Enka Mameni see a papa program na se no. And a papa snobo na Kobeba be kan kwase asem ese.
No one say go tamunsu. Mamen kwa manusomna. Lawyer, yes, I'm walk baby.
But you me that say.
We
That's pa.
We don't know what to do something line cut it.
And okay. The number no buso make and say yes. Ne kwanso anu no say court no be recommend say yen running pregnancy test on her. E bi kwa pa na on James no bi kwa onim. It's the running it will inform the court say ne circumstances in na court no will take that into consideration before passing the sentence into no but you no kwanso anu no imremu no say kono. I think that Ghana it happens so many times. Yes, sentence you or buy you can run pregnancy test. There's a few ones via say you be kaya me say me kaya man for you but you know about the onya issue before a year pass that same court grana a sentencing to I think 90 days before a year sentencing no court my run a pregnancy test. It's the law. It is the law. And yes special favor bia na court no no. Ebiom so even if on one case na can say onyema, the court want to confirm whether it is true so onyema mpa. It's, you know, there was nothing wrong with the court saying run a pregnancy test.
All right. And the lawyer, moving away from the pregnancy test issues surrounding it, you know, say koba say obijina court na say o kache court say onyem. Na court me ye test na say ebeba na onyem a. Eno no wo bearing bi wo case na ye di so especially judgment ebeba.
Oh, okay. So o kache court say onyem. You see, a bit more at a point in time, you see, let me be very neutral here. Because me did this semenyem. Court make us say yanko run a test. A bus onyema, it doesn't change anything. Me say now whether or not you are pregnant, no, does not have anything to do with whether you are guilty or not. And son yanko running a test, no. Court no edi kind convicting, no. Conviction means metie evidence. Adansia amount for the evidence about me mark. I've taken into consideration all the things. Message na say udifo. Into say udifo dia esi etwe waso. But ansa na metwe waso no. Yen kese onyema na onyema. Into no it doesn't infer the conviction no ho hwe. You be can convict you dada ansa na pregnancy test issues ni bim. Because onyema fine. You will still run a test to confirm whether you are pregnant. You are not pregnant. There are assuming says she was pregnant and or catch a court in a court and say, oh, let's go and run a test. Run a test, there's no pregnancy here. There are so many explanations we can give to that reason. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really have any effect on whether she is guilty or not guilty. It has no bearing.
All right.
No bearing at all.
Thank you very much. Now, quickly before you go, and so kind social media and both news portals and so one more a report to say court in the end so a sentence evangelist mama part to 15 years imprisonment. Bako charlatanic
advertisement.
Charlatanic advertisement and defrauding by false pretense. Wadaroma judgment iba ya be born for contention the 15 years no judge no e amano no e bi say too harsh e bi say na they were expecting something within the range of 3-5 years e bi say at most 10 years e jamu na minimum ra no say ye sa defrauding by false pretense any charlatanic advertisement kwa dubo obi a UTV4 program bi a wo moye emra no sesey.
Okay. So ebiom me pesa me kano as yate no. Na me ni court obi. Na ebiom so me nsan kan judgment in me but based on reports are yate. If reports na yate no no credit dia enye the mete any say there were 5 counts of offenses. Na 5. Minim say no credit but they matter no. So na 5. Now 5 no she was found guilty on 3 counts. 3 counts. So count 1, count 2 and count 3. Count 4 and 5 there. They mete any say you say Oma next somebody a dance here in respect of count 4 and 5 no. Omamba court. Until let's assume say they have to abonte no sanity. If sanity they are then charlatanic advertisements me bomodi actually mu twi mu a akwai say the wire publication whether in the newspapers and say wire publication publication could include television, social media advertisements, and you can foretell something, or you can right? So advertisements, if it is done with the means to the data amount for say obeji omo same sika na obeji bibi efrom ho and also be a certain advantage e wo mo so a no a criminal. I think that criminal laws your law back act criminal offences act act 29 and no so many of our criminal laws no a boom. Now I think section 137 criminalizes adieno in default so when tia and no any obey 30-day sentence. That's count 1 and no count 1. Now count 2 no defrauding by false pretenses. Now defrauding by false pretenses no say me tremu e dia kotwia che say who defraud you obi o ka bibia enye no kra atwe obi ama ni prako na gie bi na waje ne nsem sika ana waje ne hwadie bi utwa ne ntro say ubetima bibia ama no amra utwa ntro no kasa say unim say untumi nye ana ade na wo ka no na ye ntro nenso o kan ye say na ebe ya obegiska woni ho and you're defrauding by false pretenses. Now count 2, you're defrauding by false pretenses. You're Ghana, defrauding by false pretenses. No, a second degree felony. Yeah, as it's saying, you're into miensa, your misdemeanors. Misdemeanors here, usually those crimes now any very serious crimes. And no, usually no, the maximum sentence, a bit more from 0 to 3 years, between 0 to 3 years, and a bit say a misdemeanor. Now, your second degree felony, no, of serious offenses. A felony, I mean, a serious offense, but it's divided into 2 categories: first degree and second degree. Second degree felonies, no, say a charge will be a second degree felony by default. Say in Monica, so this is a second degree felony. Nothing rano antre the number of years I sister okwa by default na 10 years. Maximum 10 years by default. But defrauding by false pretenses, no, I think our laws no up to 25 years. It means that you can be sentenced from between 10 years, between 10 to 25 years. Okay. And now, it's of second count 2 near defrauding by false pretenses. The judge has a discretion. Say, oh, remember the minimum. Say, or the why is the judge and or the bet no cry. What the action no cry. 10 years here, Kobeko. So it's between 10 to 25 years. That is the law. He said that we know. Not usually the judges know only 2 maybe because you are throw. Okay. Say, onya find you guilty we are. She must apply the law. Say judge na said then. Because imrana or apply no say all sentence you be or you're guilty for the offense of second degree felony. It must be between 10 to 25 years. Now the court has a discretion. So in the discretion of it might talk memo 10. Memo 11, memo 12, memo 25, memo 24, memo 20. Judge no, share, can yama boom their course during the trial, ni bibiano, or in again say, or 15. Like I've already said, there were 5 offenses. She was found guilty of 3. Now, the third offense, no see, defrauding by false pretenses, and also a maximum of 25 years. But, or can't yama ni na boma. Can you imagine my boom so there? Why 3 offenses now you're guilty of Ninano, Mama of 15 years, but the meaning boom, mine 15 because obeti me count 2 15 years. No I count 3 15 years, na 10 years, and your judge person can be also the makani na boom. Now, court na ya no almost to me say, for instance, if there are 3 different offenses. They said mama part offense or facing you can either serve the sentence consecutively or concurrently. Yeah, training. Either say count 1, you have say count 2 in 15 years, count 3 in 15 years, court beka say oh yeah count 2 the anyway 15 years and no so now akwa another 15 years for count 3 and no your friend a consecutive sentencing.
I see.
We first one no akwa second one but court now to make say okay first one no 15 years second one 15 years but 15 years nyina boom and only concurrently into year count to 15 years no, at the same time year count 15 years. It's Myanmar a year within the discretion of the court no. I think say court no applied a discretion and decided say all man of the maximum which is 25 and all money the minimum which is 10. If you are the big 19 member 15 years.
I see.
And then the court discretion. It's I don't think say court no waiting. Well, somebody will say also a too harsh, and yeah, that's another, and you'll be opinion. If my many lawyer for Philip say, oh, sentence no you're too harsh, the law gives them the opportunity to appeal. Okay, it gives them the opportunity to file an appeal in the High Court to appeal the judgment and the sentencing. Omo appealia, niema miensa bi betumi si. Court make say, in fact, she may not share evidence, the evidence available to the court. Maybe she's not guilty. And so the court look at the evidence and say, okay, we don't think the evidence supports the finding of guilt. The court can find that. The court can say, oh no, the evidence shows that she's guilty. Now they can also appeal on the sentence and say, A too harsh. The court would weigh all the things that have happened. The grievance of the complainants, what happened during the trial, and say so. Oh, ABI ampa 15 years in the a dose with your matter swab by 12 years. Even the appellate court cannot say so they back 9 years and 5 years because once you are found guilty, it must be between 10 to 25. It's even a court appeal crapper. The least the court the appellate court can do is to reduce it to 10. It can't go beyond 10.
Lawyer,
Chief.
and you remember that say.
So, Mr. That's a pal.
Na abusia lawyer Daniel Mankwa ewie no. Ana eso kwa me amose da bi. Enkoma Asiamah edi ye no na eni kwan se odi sankomo no. That particular moment no na a critical moment for Agradaa nti. Enipa ba ko na Agradaa hia ne pa that moment no Asiamah. Nanso abra Asiamah ekọ ka no ho no. Na esen ko timi ko gina grass no ho. Na o sha Agradaa nkunan e kan sem bi e de kira Agradaa. Ema awrechichire bi eba Agradaa mu. Nanso ko ya wo kotwe ne kon e de hwe ka ne mu a ana o de fon ta na so se de oye ko no. Ofiri ka no ho na oyi fon no e de ye de e de firi honom. E hokura no na kire se Asiamah enye ko bia ayalo ana o se da de fon ta na so aye de e wo ha se de oye ko bi no o tra ka no ho a ana fum oyi fum no e de firi na so ene nkomo na odie se an asole de okwa obi abo afode we ne kura na ya che no ense hwe asole ne de yeye se me da so ye sofo ene sa ne ma ne nyina no na ye se nka Asiamah ka kire media for se oni asem bia ka anaso ka kire mo se Ghana for mo mpaye emfa supporto na yire no cause ni facial expression nim du akro de kasedu ba bi na akwaye se wo sere ene eye adeade na eni kwan se Asiamah eye sada busua abra Asiamah eye interview awo kono a enya adeade no a edu ba bi ena akomu se eye Agradaa twam enu twa no hwe kwam Asiamah no mi kuru ya de mi ko mi rafu ya de mi ko enti de awuye ene nsem a wo kan ya de mi ko enti wu ya na me do afo jame adwen nwina wodo agege mi a kokume na tere se nei eye Asiamah agege Agradaa ade no akowie 15 years ewo ensawon prison say sometime sensawon mu se Kumasi o se Sunyani o se Takoradi o ene de Agradaa ekwana de is not yet confirmed. But in some was of Kwame Amoka ni nyina ne se da bi. In some one Asiamah ka. Ani Asiamah nim dua no ana ode kasa no. Enkyere se jeli ni aye jeli Agradaa no eye Asiamah eya baako si na ewiase mu no obi anu ho be yi sika 3 billion abegu TV so se bra beje na obekọ no obeka tiro se bo afode ansa na medisika na mo sebi obi a waba se oba beji sika afiri wo hode ono okofo sika wa hemfa eno asade e bebo afode cause ona wo su uche sika eno obi ba beji bie ni nipa ne beduru ya wo se bo afode ansa na medisika na mo pede Asiamah ka se asodi bi abeko bia ne bo afode pede Agradaa so ye ne se mumeji sika mfa nko ya adwuma wa wo dan time aso wa wo ni sika ya adwuma bra na meche 3 billion e de amom na obi a wo wa ohiyehia mu a ohia mu a wo so meji sika de ayeden na sa nipa ne ba na be wie akira ba ka se e ya afode e na kire se ombobo ye na onu wo sika enko ba se oba beji sika e de ayeden e de akoya adwuma enti nkomodie bi a na Asiamah die se an eye adifo bi kura dom kotutum ntiwe kura de enha adwene no omba no ba magana fo bi kura kase ene esa Agradaa 15 years kura yempe ba bi ntren na abusu yempe fufuo bi de eye akokọ nkwan bi ana enkrakra bi ana eye aburaburu bi abakatikunto bi na kire se ne ye ni kura ne yempe ba bi eye de entrefi se ni kuru no kura ware no kura no ohe na nim kura no asem no kura nhyeda enye ne ya wose adifo bi ye dom kotutum ni ade po mu nyina ne ho ahwan salas mu nyina ye dom kotutu afiase enti Agradaa kodam a enye hwede a ene ganafo yempe ba bi entren so for kwam ye modi nkomo ho se na oso adwene eye wo se enkomo Asiamah etije no one ne ya adwene abusua ma me model particular Asiamah nkomo no kakra bi nkyerɛw afre me fa so kwam ya wo video entwa so subscribe, like, and share. No comments on the for my
years ago. Say I all night. Anybody on bar sorry no be say. Bar all night no. You like us of mommy, Reverend Mama Pat, Aji or Musica, which and touch me in a way because I saw be a little bit you Jessica. Umpa for your home for you. It's no a Cassatra was say. Yamijuman went to us on it here. Who never found the Edrin, Benjamin and Edrin. And it's in your bempah, sir. I said, be very fine. It's young come on. I was muddy chair monitor. How dear? Oh, around who? Hammer. Who's that? Who no money dear? Make us say a hardly. Umpa for our home for you. It's no a Cassatra was say. Yamijuman went to us on it here. Who never found the Edrin, Benjamin and Edrin. And it's in your bempah, sir. I said, be very fine. It's young come on. I was muddy chair monitor. How dear? Oh, around who? Hammer. How dear? Oh, around who? Hammer. Who's that? How dear? Oh, around who? Hammer. Who's that? How dear? Oh, around who? Hammer.
And that's from Emra Evangelist Mama Party free court war be say police car ni mo no. Na me expect say nukunu be gina ho. Ahwe say police car na tu. Ansa no akotuni die die kire. But yade ma minute na aka mu na no obi kan all of a sudden ma minute na aka ni ma na all of a sudden o picking the phone or the tire na so ho etwe no free police car no as wonya call but na nya call bia because o pa police car no one or the phone no share ni bottom and na straight or call eyenimu meme de ne say obi a okay, and I saw the video nimra now there. Meme dia say obia. Da bi manen ko da bi de ko chire kakra. O de fuck up emra mu free dem wo ba no okay. Aha. To the yen show. This is where ya dey Evangelist Mama Pat abeshe police for car nim. Any. So for na me we say at least car nim 2 ye no. Be where mammy no is sending crying. The same crying say ya okay. Money who because you should be the last person or the person will be one son or call. Just like she swear. She when yako biao. And I don't know where he was going. But in a time like this, to say yes to say Indianos no two the here from no. Oh who ne mammy Mary and John the beloved. At least he saw people. Oh, hey, oh, say, or buy no, hey, or buy a minimum do a beca, hey, swoon. Or the driver in the Kasai. In this case, anya wadwuma, if there should be any communication between police for no any obia, it should be the lawyers. What then you must be? Maybe that is me. Maybe no. You must be by a glass no oyere no. Money whom, all right? Money whom so metawachi senun crying because from here unibim. Yet ni free say Kim. Who bring access to her? This will be a question of prison. And then statement. Nipa na wa no na asem no fa no ho na ya de ni kotum no. Ensemtrefo bisa no say eye mpaebo na. Enti wo na wo ye kunu na wa ka kire na say ye bisa wo a. Me bisa say that unnecessary comment no make you say o kwa asori a wo nto ofin da be no obi aka to obi say o meto ofin no ma niskada. Da so for ben na so cases ka say fa skabra skenie bra na bedibi.
Chief what say? I don't know American.
I don't know say the American say because we have been there before.
Chief, ade am pese enipa bi ate ase ne say chief so wo wi ase a wo hu. Memmo ho mo ne so obetieti ankofo na so. Ye de mame Agradaa ekọ no. Oni abusunya. So wo abusunya.
Sure.
Ye wo ha no ne nua 1 gig e ba be kon ye. Ana ameboa. Chief you say blood is thicker than water.
It's true.
But what you say? Dear Asiamah ye ni nyina no. E ye social media hype. Pese still no social media for hu no say ade no enka wo mu.
Sure.
But enye onu ne de ne. Chief say you no a.
Yes it do odani jam no nim say de sisi ne fa.
Chief say you no a hu. Chief kon kasa say de osikasa ye no. Chief hwa asem o kan o say. E de ya asori ayeye. All night no. Na asori be ne ye kwa. Yentu offering. Hwe wo de hwe ne stature. Na hwe ne demeanor.
And he was even smiling.
Na hwe osre just say osre. I say yes people will think say I say ade na asi no. Eye wo de. En how enya wo hwe. Chief Mbacho what you say?
Me what pa.
Until no at least and can the interview we no.
Obi kura beka say no comment.
No comment. At that time no you are in a critical condition. A moment mu say men kasa because e was say me focus baby e de me yere eko ansa na e de me yere akọ baby it media for ne bape ade obeka kire o man say me pamcho meet me kasa then you leave them but ne wo ye ya wo kwei e be mo mo tifie omu a ibi mpo anko mo hu maame ne mobo no ehu maame ne mobo but the chief de me kan twa to ne say maame no ye bompa e say Awurade nyi ne free na say Awurade yi ne free ma
Awurade yi ne free say me ntia
chief say
enya ayi o court na sentence no
yo chief de me kan say like Awurade ma na hoden
okay
odi be wie sentence no
enti hwe pacho o de hold on ena hwe look at his demeanor at his demeanor
so we say ya chief why na be nya humo brode ama maame no because who boy ya wo yere no it seems that you don't feel any pain
exactly
then obi o tenchen no so be ka say na we de ne kunu mpo ye so what you say
brother bon
enti chief I am saying say maame no me ya so be nya video we bi ahwe on fanya lesson na on hu no say enye obi a oben no ene penasem chief amra be hu say obi pe wasem no chief amra wo yare da ho
here hold on here
on say maame ne hwe no
Ernest
wo de bra wachi
nti ani
wo de bra wachi
here hold on on say na Agradaa
on say Agradaa
na bra so so a aya na uja no aposo oh hu say de yesi ye
so boss
what can no ko wa maka no ko
so on say Agradaa maame Agradaa ada nani hwe ni kunu no e wo ka ni mu
this is a critical moment
adwene baba maame ni tiri mu say na again about this time o kasa ye de me ko because that time the chief make kai say emra ye call court
maninsuwa
na
and so for here as maame ne hwe no o de hwe he was smiling o ka say na was fe
yeah
so for that ka say ena tma no
chief ye de call court ye kan say ya mo obi abe be me de ensan fa me nko na eyedin but so for Asiamah etu nika e be da me nchen e was sales baby e sade me call ye no papa eba me nchen anadwunu mu nyina papa ne me kasae enti na se na ahodi bi ya
awe chichire bi ya ho
because me too many asofo Asiamah ne oni me di nkomo enti na me Philippine no mo but maame ne ko no onim se nka distance bi anka watu card na chi waje media
na at least police can be move intem enti follow up wonam ho che se dia
at least ugina ne nchen na odo nsampo fefa na ho chense
police for no nya osi
omunya ohwe na chense maame bibia be kama wate yegunie ma so ye de niam beto na kwem kan wakoma to yem nyame nti bibia be fine but rather ni momo no chief o sere na interview na wo grant na ahoma so interview so na wo sa grant enu nti ni ya tenchen no se eye yampo a wanhwe ya na ye wo ye nti no ye be ka se ne maame ne yemfa ne nyeden yemfa ne nko chief bacho wate ase na media chief ye message so no obi amfanya lesson obi o social media emfanya lesson me betena aka say papa legal team fufuro bi ayineti na papa achidi fo nko makoma nto mu yem na bibia e wo ne mere se wo ne great owusu bempah ya ade a chief papa ye mana o wakoma papa o de boneche
ye beba ho
mate chief
ye bebo ntianes enti meme de sanso kwa shase biem na me analyze video no me I don't know the obibeka but this is it share in a moment like this one pause o de kwechire kura in a moment like this trust me you see a friend in need is a friend indeed sabro for kasa na kire say me se kwechire nes so aso adi kwechire no nim kwechire duah me kire obibia and the production let's all basa yempene kura o mnam ka kire kwechire oh ayagina ho. You see, a friend in need is a friend indeed. When it gets to a critical moment like this, to me, that is when you need. Nipana or benwa or niboku siata friend, you want to see the person. And this reminds me, on that fateful dark Sunday, our police for the papa fast, eventually I didn't call Cantonment Police Station, you know. Sure. Whether you like it or not, there were some faces who papa was looking forward to see them. That's right. In his dark moment, there were people that he was expecting to see. Say, say, abwa alonte. Ejinam ward no to three nipa wanka so ya wonhye. Awurati tire fre nipa wontra. And let's play the video. He is coming, she is coming. Play. Enti obano. Police for ya danya omuna waso omude ne ba. My question is, where was the husband? Where was the husband? Baby afi no free ba. Hold on. When ye ko secure bail amana no aka say na me ne bailiff no anasa me ne ko clerk no hyedem wo enti no mu pie. So for Asiamah, I believe that when it gets to this point now, maybe it's a lot because always, every time, we were around Papa. Because there are faces he must see. And then there's a kind of, I think what you need to see. Your life for us at time way. This critical moment, in your hand, your life. This critical moment. Now, lawyer pray in the way, infinity. Mami na samna to no cry ne wiga o hye ye de call your cry weyi. You know what I'm saying? Ni prayer show ananke gu no kon cry weyi ama na ebutu ni nsei. Enti where wo fi say Jesus san sendua no so no na o expect say ko be hu Peter. The rock amija meti dia ma na fi play. Okay. Yanko, this is the last moment our Diko prison. From here about the second and hold on. And can you be a crown on Kabeman in your fast and be in a car? Nanka mamma bebano, no jinaho. All right? Or beba no jinaho. Would you play the video? And yet na kwakwesimuno. Now when who bema no. And let's hold on. So for me, Masareta and Limita move follow their me ya. Also where who know. The last moment, me that's for that expression. The last moment, where you know, because he was at the back. He owonachi yadne seka mu na omeo yadne tina mu aye tu mu no ansana eno kra wo ba ye no kra they could not even exchange. So they no see o said you o dey continue playing now and yade maame no seka ni mu no. So still where is he? Still where is he? Abusia, where is he? Inti afena ohe kire wa afena hwe maame ne tutu nani o tutu nani o dey check it o tutu nani inti afena he baby okọ na afena no aba oba e no de besiesie wi na gonya by force call ko no nso nya ko bia because wanka hello kra so okay ya no I ni suit ni away enijiem the way journalists there are you ready to make you talk. You must decide to talk or not. And yeah, maame no duru ha say na o hwe Angelesiam na o hwe no. And to feel say this season ya de ne kono at least you will be material limited amokabrof you will be guarding the car na bibisa because car na ha na nko speed. And to yes say obetu etumirika kra wo car no ho close escort BBC. But talk on who you interview. And to my military baby just said, are you the convicted? And as well, Maza, this is not time I casa. Where, oh, anyway,
Goldberry and Construction Limited for say, main country say, more 5 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, finished apartment or more than a ton with a flexible payment terms. Etabusioni Juha, for numbers na a good screen sono 020 70 36 710 na efromo na enomo endi eye ehun kom afetu so se opese o mu si dan no from scratch to finish so betimi aboawo se o wada bi na pese o mo pese o mu renovate so edema so betimi ayede aboawo se enei o asase and I person already started so meet me I then aboa was akwan so say na so o de open building materials so abusuya o mobeti me I then aboa say usi dan e na open drawing plan ultramodern one part so contact o mo na abusuya munye bi emfama o no bese no 020 70 36 710 020 70 36 710 abusuya from here.
All right, keep on watching AHINTASEM TV. So what you say?
Ayo Ghana for any fans for you. Where you so bold international between the fresh master or can call me the hype master. Gebia me come say many are called but few are chosen. So what per YouTube channel abba ubenya exclusive interviews. Comedy, series there. And one AHINTASEM TV.
I want to know papa and the papa, baby papa, dear friend, dear energy. I want
to go to YouTube, go AHINTASEM TV, subscribe it, share videos now like it. Mr. Share some me. Je vois, au revoir. Avec toi, moi, AHINTASEM TV, je vous. Et je m'appelle Aboah. Et la tuer la pour les je vous. Merci beaucoup.
AHINTASEM TV, give us the best.